Every summer, basketball heats up in cities across America, and the best players show up to throw down. For these ballers, it's not a game, it's a way of life.
Basketball is like breathing, you need it to live.
Pretty much all I've done.
Now, BallUp is taking the game to the next level with the biggest summer basketball competition in the nation. It all begins in 6 major cities, where BallUp competition directors handpick 8 teams of the best local players to battle it out all summer long. The winning team from each city scoops up over $50,000 and a spot in the national playoffs.
You gotta go hard or you're going home.
The 6 market champs fight for ultimate bragging rights and over $500,000 as they take the national stage in the BallUp $1 Million Summer Challenge. In this episode, Indianapolis. After a grueling 7-week season, Team Heavy faces off against the Naptown All-Stars in a race for first place in the Hoosier State. Who will have what it takes to go from local legend to national champion? This is Team Heavy. This is their story.
We call Indiana basketball the fundamental state.
How to play the game the right way. That is what Indiana's all about.
All right, first play, this is it.
We don't have those guys who step out there and be like that one superstar. They all really work well together. They are really fundamentally sound. You know, being from Indiana, that's kind of the way it is in most families. My sons also play.
It's the best basketball state. We got all the talent. We got the best shooters.
This is the best basketball.
We're Hoosiers. Basically invented basketball. It's like, it's in us. It's in our hearts and stuff.
It's all we eat, sleep, and breathe is basketball.
They give you a basketball when they let you out the hospital.
Today, it's going to be a great game. We have 2 outstanding teams. Our Team Heavy has finished up undefeated. They play really great team ball, and they're doing extremely well.
If you're perfect all the way to the championship, then, I mean, big pressure, but I think these guys are ready for it.
Naptown All-Stars is, of course, who they're competing against, and they've only lost 1 game this season.
We lost 1 game this year, which was to Team Heavy, so we're looking forward to trying to get a big payback.
We coming out here, we about to give it all. You know, it's very competitive in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we played them before. We beat them the first time, but it's 0-0. You know, we ain't thinking about the past. We trying to play today.
Okay, bet.
A lot of ways that these guys win games is through the will of their heart.
We put our individual egos aside, playing as a team, like a family.
We don't care who scores, who does what. We just want to keep that winning streak alive.
We don't care who gets the glory. When that buzzer sounds, long as we got the W, that's all we care about.
Win on 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, win.
7-0, so we got to, go ahead and take it home, finish it out, and do it for our city.
40 minutes away from changing your life on 3.
1, finish.
Number 2 in the regular season. 1 and 2 going at it. Team Heavy.
$50,000. Going into this game against Naptown All-Stars, we knew they, were out to get us.
The first time we played Naptown, we had to go to overtime to beat them, and we barely pulled it out.
They have a really good team. They have really good shooters.
Who's that too?
But the type of team that we have, we can compete with anybody.
It's just a close-knit group of guys. We're all from Anderson, Indiana.
Man, I've been knowing these guys since I was 9 years old, so we're like brothers.
We got screens.
We play together, and nobody cares who scores the most points. We just care about winning, and it's a reason we're undefeated, and it's a reason we haven't lost a game.
The Indianapolis guys feel like, teams from this area shouldn't come down there and win anything. I don't think they understand that basketball is just what we do.
Norman Anderson, he's our point guard. He's just packed with energy, man. When you see him, he's like just a little ball of energy. He's just intense, and he's like that, off the court, he's in your face, and on the court, he's in the other team's face.
We call him Storm and Norman, because when he comes, he comes, He may look like he out of control, but he has a plan to what he's doing.
Uh-oh.
I'm 28. They call me the general, the kind of sort of the OG of the team. I'm the engine. I make us go. I distribute the ball. They get on me all the time because they're like, you need to be shooting the ball more. You need to shoot the ball more. And I'm like, no, let me get y'all involved. Let me do this. I really don't have many regrets in my life, but once I left school, I had an opportunity to go overseas, play professional basketball. But the money that I would have been making, I felt like I could make it with my degrees. And I thought my dream was over with once I didn't go and take that opportunity to go overseas and play basketball until this BallUp opportunity came. It's a chance for me to relive something that I didn't do earlier. And that's why I play so hard. I leave it all out on the floor.
Another hook, no good. Battle for the rebound. Okay, we get it up.
Beginning of the game, it was real intense.
Oh!
They came out tough.
I don't know if we just had the jitters or we're just too excited.
We're really just fighting and going at it head to head.
Here we go.
Tommy, he plays with pure will and heart. He's a cold-blooded ice shooter. You leave him open, he's gonna knock it down.
Tommy, he always was, a great shooter as he won the three-point contest.
Shoot that ball, Tommy.
Being able to celebrate with my team, that was a great feeling to have all them storm the court. It's really about the team with me, so it was good to be able to share that with them. They started calling me White Chocolate for the last few games, but they just stick with Shooter. That's what they call me, so.
Tommy and I, we got a lot of history together. We played in the same high school conference, and, we always had to beat each other for the conference championships.
Tommy was an arch rival in high school, so me and Tommy bumped heads a lot.
And I think they just got kind of tired of losing the teams that I was on, so Norman started recruiting me.
Now we're winning together, so that's kind of what, all that matters right now.
I'm the oldest of 4 boys, so I got 3 younger brothers. My parents divorced at a young age, so we kind of split time. I was pretty close to my mom. We spent a lot of time together, and my 2 younger brothers are redheads, so it'd always be the blonde hairs versus the redheads, and so it'd be me and my mom versus the 2 redheads playing basketball on the driveway. My mom passed away when I was in college in Ohio, so that was pretty tough to deal with. It's kind of a big curveball in my life. It was tough losing her, but I found a way to get past it, and I just kind of used basketball as my outlet. But still, I have my tough days. Days I wish she was there or wish I could give her a call. Playing under Team Heavy, we're family, we're more than brothers. It's been a great experience to just be able to play with some guys that I grew up playing against, and being able to have that experience with those guys, being able to share in that, I think we'll look back on it someday and we'll just realize what a special experience that it really was.
Storm and Norman. Ooh, no goal team. Norman with it. Norman in the middle. He dishes Big G. He passes it to the crowd.
It was a close game. First half, I was a little sluggish. My teammates think of me as one of the best players on the team. I have to play really big, be a beast in the paint. My name is Gary Mcgee from Anderson, Indiana. I've been playing basketball since I was 7 years old. Shaq was my favorite player growing up. I used to love watching him dunk on people, be aggressive, and attack the paint. I wanted to have my game similar to that. I wanted to be a beast in the paint.
There it is.
I ended up going to the University of Pittsburgh. We went to the NCAA tournament every year I was there. We won the Big East regular season conference my senior year. Played in a couple summer leagues, the Clippers, won with the Thunder, and then Golden State. And I played professionally overseas now.
Got him again.
International is good basketball, but I love Indiana basketball so much, playing with my buddies.
Hey.
Some of those guys went to my rival high school, so I didn't get to play with them in high school, so it's fun playing with them now. You get to play something that means something.
Couldn't do it. Troy on the break. Big G.
At this stage of the game, when we need a bucket, when we need a rebound, Gary's the guy that we call on to get it. Unfortunately, he was, maybe just a little jittery.
D, look to score. Good down. Down low. Turnover.
And you need to get the ball down low.
Backs out 3. Another 3.
We need to be him assertive. He's going back to being pass.
Hey, you're going to have to go down there and post.
ball. Down low, Big G. Big G. Oh, straight, we go. Here we go. Here we go. We still get buckets, John. Half time.
We should be going at them harder than they're coming at us. If we're not going harder than them, we're gonna lose.
Presented by BallUp.
Down low, Big G.
It was a tight game against Snaptown All-Stars.
Oh, straight, we go. Here we go.
We know it's time to buckle down. The game was about to slip away from us.
Half time.
Never scored 23 and a half, yo. We got it, we got it. Keep playing the same, minimize the turnover.
It's 20 minutes away from LA, man.
20 minutes, baby. Let's go.
It's basketball. It's a game of runs. So they made their run. It's our turn.
Every possession counts. Here we go. Q has come to play. Whoever is guarding Q needs to step up. Get what you want, Q. Get what you want, Q. Let's go. Let's go.
Q-Dar Owens, he plays the point in the two guards. That's definitely one of their best players.
Man, that dude is a great shooter.
Rip through to the cup. Bucket.
I think he averaged 19 in the league.
But he's quick, crazy quick.
Q and TJ.
During the game, I got into a little altercation with Q-Dar Owens. I had told him to quit doing all the flopping.
What?
Hey, I take the technical.
Hey, Q, we don't need that, man.
You know, maybe I get one of their best players in trouble, or he has to sit down for a little bit.
Get him out I feel you. His game, bro. I feel you. Yeah, man, let me do what I do to these dudes, man.
That's just what I do. I'm one of those guys who like to get under people's skin. Shot, baby. I am probably the most stuff-talking basketball player you'll ever meet in your life. I'm the one that the referee has to tell stop chirping at least 4, 5, 6 times a game. And he's definitely got that gene from me.
Good hit, baby. Yeah, there you go.
My son definitely inspires me to play harder. He's also my #1 critic and my #1 fan at the same time. I take him everywhere with me. If anybody knows me, they know him. Been good. The money from the BallUp tournament would definitely change my son's life. Try to plan and put us a good foundation down. We're gonna go winning, though. You think we're gonna win?
Mm-hmm. Bet. I bet 500.
Where you got $500 at, man?
None of your beeswax.
What we gonna do? Oh, that's too easy. That's too easy. That's too easy.
We were making the right plays, but we just couldn't finish them.
Here we go. The 3 wide open. No good.
If I'm not making shots, if things aren't going my way, you can count on me to play defense.
Q swings to John. Turnover, wrong team.
Team Heavy is a group of guys that grew up together. They've been playing together their whole life. They don't even know me. I'm from Chicago, so this is their first time meeting me. I was blessed with the opportunity to play with Team Heavy. Through Troy Taylor, we played in the semi-pro team. When he first asked me, I kind of laughed at him, like, bro, like $1 million. And he was like, nah, like, seriously, like, you can play with us. Like, we haven't lost a game in 3 years, man. Like, you'll fit in perfectly. Me and my dad drove up every weekend. We made the trip 2.5 hours to compete for some money.
For him to get any type of accolades, it's just a great feeling of, for a father to watch you succeed, man.
What got me started playing basketball was being cut from my high school team my freshman year. It really lit a fire under me, it's nothing like somebody saying you can't do something.
We bought him a bike when he was a little boy, and I didn't have time to put the training wheels on his bike. I told him that he would be able to ride the bike when I got home from work. When I came home from work, TJ had scars all over himself. He had taught himself to ride the bike without training wheels. At that point, I kind of knew that it was something really special in him. And whatever he's tried to do, I mean, you put his mind to it, he gets it done.
I went on to become like an all-area player in Chicago, all-conference player. I was blessed with scholarships from George Washington to Clemson to DePaul. I never thought about going to college or anything like that, but I had a dad that pushed me to play basketball.
I'm proud of you, son. From the very beginning, I've seen it in you. I've always known that you could play.
Kyrie, down low, taking advantage. Hey, how many is that on Norman? 3, 2. Shooting 2.
The second half, Norman Anderson, he started getting some foul calls, and he's our leader. So, you know, we had the cards stacked up against us.
Oh, they're everywhere for this $50,000. $50,000!
Oh, yeah, it was probably the most physical game I've played in a long time. When you're playing for money, you know, the stakes are high.
Going out here, it's like a gauntlet.
You know, elbows were being thrown and everything. We go to war for each other.
Back it down, back it down, back it down. Illegal, illegal. We got a foul. There we go. 4 fouls?
It was a pretty substantial loss not having Norman Anderson on the court, and Gary Mcgee was not making shots. You know, those are the two guys we kind of count on.
Here we go. Moss steals the tip. Cross court, Kyrie for 3. Let's go! Let's go! You ever needed Julius Mays, today was that day.
My name is Julius Mays. I've been playing basketball probably about 18, 19 years. It's pretty much been my life.
We call him Hollywood. We feel like if he was there, we probably would have never got down.
He played at University of Kentucky. He can score anytime he wants.
Really offense-oriented, score a lot of points. He helps us out so much.
I got into BallUp, really, my buddy Norman, he called me and asked me if I would play, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make all the games. I'm a home sales professional. I gotta work. I'm married with a 2-year-old daughter. This is what's number one now, is making the way for my family. He just told me, you know, you just gotta at least play in 3 games and championship games. So I made him that promise, and, you know, I was late here and there, but I made sure that I didn't let him down.
We got some Julius Mays. He's here. Let's hear it for Julius Mays. Oh, Troy sneaks the tip. Norman. Okay, we go to Mays. Oh. Norman. Mays. Drives, pulls. Air ball. Easy. Oh.
It's a game we've all played. It's a dream we've all shared. On blacktop, cement, hardwood, it's all the same. In joyous celebration, diligent preparation, and quiet moments of doubt. The competition is our kindling. The ball is our spark. And the hoop, our validation. It's a journey that starts with one dream, one dribble, one drive. Because we know before you can be now, you've got to be next.
Presented by BallUp.
Oh. Norman.
Second half, championship game, we're losing.
Mays. Drives, pulls. Air ball.
They're punching us, and it's time to punch back.
Hey, it's simple stuff that's beating y'all right now. We're missing blockouts. Fellas, we can't assume that we have any rebound until you see it in our hands and we're going all the way. You gotta block somebody out. And y'all gotta be strong with the damn ball down low. You gotta be a man down there. Play your game. Let's go. Let's go.
Coach is a good guy. I think he let me know when I was struggling a little bit. I just jumped on it as soon as he told me that. They helped me get in the right position to go out there and take care of business.
1, 2, 3. Defense.
key blocks down the stretch.
Troy attacks, pulls up, that's money.
Let's go, that's one.
Big G got a lot of big plays done for us.
The way he got those rebounds and finished them with dunks, I mean, that's huge.
Big G.
He's a warrior.
G, who can guard you down there, G? Tell him to give you the ball, G.
It was a close game.
We was down 2 points.
So my man Norm, he's a great passer. I didn't think he's gonna throw it. Behind the back pass. Big G grabbed it and just dunked him.
And that was huge.
My teammates put me in a good position. It was exciting to get that.
Timeout! Timeout!
Hey, let's go over it again. Keep Mcgee out that paint, man.
Don't let him get the ground on you, man. Don't let him get in that post. Every possession counts. We want to get the ball down low.
Gotta play with fire. We gotta go all small, man. Be scrappy. Top of the glass and push it. Hey, we are not stopping for the rest of the game. We going with this right here. Win or lose.
Finish. On three, finish. 1, 2, 3, finish.
Let's go, first ball. Offensive foul. Offensive foul on the play.
Get the out of here. Get the out of here, man. What is wrong?
That was a game changer.
Mcgee! Mcgee! Foul Mcgee! Foul Mcgee! Foul Mcgee! Damn! What the
That got me going.
I don't know, it's too close to say. Big O. Julius Mays for three.
Julius turned that all around. He had 20 in the second half.
We took the lead back, and we didn't lose the lead again after that.
Julius, got you on your feet. You better watch it, mismatch.
Second half, we dedicated ourselves to be a team. This team is basically a family.
In something like this, you have to come together.
Man, we shared the ball, man. We didn't care who scored. We didn't care who got MVPs. We didn't care. You know what I mean? It was all about a team.
We played the basketball we were playing the whole season to get to where we were at.
We're family. We're more than brothers.
It's about team heavy. You know, we're in this together.
For our city, we did good. We played as a team, as a unit. We stuck in there when we was down. We've been doing this the whole season, though, man. We brothers.
We got some more money out there on that table. We got to get it in.
We definitely faced some adversity, but we stuck together and just pulled it out at the end.
We didn't play our best basketball at the beginning. We came back, we fought, we chipped, and we done what Team Heavy does. At the end of the day, it was all defense.
It was a hard-fought game. They came out, give them credit. They did a good job of pushing us.
There was a lot of times in the game where they could have turned on one another. People could have got egos in the way, but they didn't let that happen, man. They won the game, man. So I'm proud of them, super proud of them.
That team played hard, played smart, and they played together. And that's what it's all about. They'll do well out there. They have what it takes to compete at that next level.
All this is team money. This is all the team. Everybody earned every cent.
Got the playoff MVP, man. My teammates put me in a good position to win and get them a shot off of this.
Oh, my God. Hey, these are my MVPs, too, right here.
I can get a new phone now.
So now he can get a smartphone. We are upgrading here.
hey, man, go for the 500,000. We're going to get it.
I told you earlier, nobody gets over 65 points on us. 68, 54, we got the job done, big guy. We going to L.A. See y'all later.
Keep watching to see if Team Heavy has what it takes to win the BallUp $1 Million Summer Challenge.